partner's parents had an intervention-style sit-down with me about my relationship with God. Don't miss out on the fun. Hit subscribe button and join our community for more stories like this one. I have been dating my partner for a little over 7 months and have known him for just about a year. I consider myself to be agnostic and have no interest in Christianity or getting to know Jesus, as they put it. He is an amazing person, and we have had countless conversations about where we stand with our beliefs. We have come to the conclusion that we accept each other endlessly and respect the other person's beliefs without judgment. All happy, right? Well, this is where his parents come in. They came downstairs very intimidatingly while we were watching a movie and asked if we could shut the TV off. His mother then announced that she wanted to do a check-in with us, since we have been dating for 6 months. She then goes into saying how Christ is the center of their family and wanted to know where I stand with my relationship with Jesus. Of course, I don't have one. At this point, I have started disassociating, because I already have previous religious trauma due to another issue. She gives her whole spiel on how they want the best for me and how marriage is sacred and there is to be no sex in the house, etc. I was then basically in tears as she basically told me, "We love you, but if you don't start accepting Jesus." She also said that she feels like she doesn't know me, which is a little bit frustrating. I am over their house often, asking questions about their interests, ask how they are doing, and truly do try my best to show that I love and care for them. She has never really asked me anything about my personal interests or what I've been up to, etc. I feel like she only truly cares about my relationship with God and to know me that way. She then prayed over me and literally prayed that I find Jesus. After this interaction, I don't know if she will ever care to know me for who I am as a person. My partner has expressed how she has made him feel invalidated and upset every time he needs support, because all she does is pull up scripture and preach to him. Now I am feeling alienated and feel like she will never truly know me, because she is so one-track minded. I also wanted to note that I am a good person. I am not disrespectful, I am full of love and acceptance and light and empathetic and emotional. This conversation really struck me as an ambush and she wasn't ready to listen to my responses. It was basically like a, "you need to be fixed," one-way conversation. I have always been open to being present in their prayer, but I draw the line when it comes to personal identity. I would never in any way try to change who my partner or his family is as a person, because I love and accept them for who they are. Why can't his family do the same for me? Comments. Don't join the cult. Run for the hills. You will thank me later.
I had to make myself stop reading this a quarter of the way through before I got myself all worked up. I shimmed through the best I could, and I'm really sorry you are dealing with this. No one has any right to put this kind of pressure on someone, daring you to stand up for yourself like this, threatening you with your relationship to the family. The culture of doing this exact shit among evangelical types is horrendous and traumatizing, and you should never have had it thrust on you. You seem like such a level head. I know you will find your way through this.
It's a shame how common this sort of cult tactics are, but the good news is there are those of us that have dealt with this exact shit, and we are here to back you up. It feels fucked up, what they did, because it is fucked up.
Christianity is a cult. You're either in it or you better get to joining. If you don't, well, Jesus never said there isn't a time for the sword. I strongly advise anyone involved with religion who isn't happy doing so to run fast and hard from it. It won't ever pay off, and waiting to leave could result in you never running at all. I don't miss Jesus at all, and the longer I go without even thinking that name, the better I feel. I said it at 12 and I'll say it now. Fuck Jesus. Just because I didn't rebel didn't mean I wasn't miserable and angry as hell. I own my own house now, so I don't even think about Yahweh and his multiple personalities.
Actually, your boyfriend should be considering cutting them out. That he hasn't started thinking about it means he has some ties, emotional ones, and that things don't particularly go well.
I might be a little extreme in what I'm saying, but I apologize. I know it's your potential MIL, and not your boyfriend. That's the issue. But they possibly come together under he chooses to cut her out.
She sounds like a dick. My mother is like that. I don't have a relationship with her. She is just fucked up in the head, and I would want to treat her as such. I grew up in this. It isn't healthy. It will not get better. I think she's afraid she will lose control of her son, so she wants to gain control of you. You don't want the future she has in mind for you. That was my family and my mom, questioning my girlfriends like that. It's sickening. The road ahead is tough and full of absurdity, but also ultimately doable if you're relentlessly committed and resilient as hell. Good luck. Subscribe and hit the bell button for the best Reddit stories available.